guys, welcome to the Full Octane Garage. As you've probably heard, if you're watching our Facebook or Instagram, we are selling the 1992 Acura NSX. We've had it for about a year. We've done quite a bit of work to it, and it looks outstanding, and we're ready to pass it on to the next lucky owner. We've got some car builds coming out of Curt's shop pretty soon. I've made some changes in my garage, probably going to get rid of another car or two, and then we're going to add a car or two. If you look at our channel over the last couple of years, if one thing that we're consistent about, it's about not being consistent about car ownership. We like to experience a lot of different things. Yeah, it's a 1992 Acura NSX. It's got a little less than 135,000 miles on it. Had 130,000 miles on it when we bought it. It's been lowered, new wheels. We went through the exhaust. We did the major service on it. It's got a new radiator, a new aluminum radiator. Cleaned up the interior a bunch. Really went through it. I think everything works. I think the only issue that we've got is a light that comes on intermittently about the rear tail light in the rear wing coming on. Well, it's a warning light saying that it's not on. In reality, it is on. So that's really the only thing we haven't done anything with. The air conditioning's on. It works. The heat works. All the windows operate. Really cool car to drive around. So what we're going to do today is we've had some requests. We did list it on a couple sites, and we've had some people ask about startup exhaust noise. Well, they want to hear it when it cold start and the sound of it running. So I got some GoPros. We're going to hang them up in here, get a cold start. And I don't think I've driven this. It's been in my garage for, gosh, probably 10 days since the last time we've started it. So hopefully it all goes well. Isn't it pretty? Everybody should own one of these at some point in time. Love that red. Oh, it's probably covered with pollen. I heat and cool the garage. You can see the mini split up there. It does a pretty good job, but I've had the door open because I've been working a lot in the yard. There it is. I'll get a good round shot in just a second. All right, here we go. Sorry about apparently I need to get a new lens filter. Starting it up. This is first time in 10 days. Not bad. You see the dash. What we got up there? It's in park. And there's that light I'm talking about, the brake lamp for the rear wing. The light is on the rear wing. It works when you push the brakes, but doesn't indicate it here. But, let it get up to temperature for just a second. I'll go ahead and roll it out in the driveway. We can hear it running. Car is sat for 10 days. Here's the floor mat where it's been sitting. As you can see, it's super clean. I probably should have cleaned my floor mat. This is all from wheel cleaner. But yeah, All right, this would have been easier with Curt here, but we're social distancing, right? And there it is. 92 Acura NSX. How pretty is that? It has been repainted. We just put the stripe on a month or two ago, a couple months ago. It'll come right off. I'll do a quick walk around. It's a 5-footer. You can see there's some spots where it's been touched up and all. We're not claiming this is a trailer queen. It's got 135,000 miles on it, but it looks like you're seeing right now. I love this car. Every time I do this, I think about not getting rid of it again. If you're interested, you better buy it before I change my mind. Let's pop the back deck. Still got the engine cover. There's the engine. Locks right back down. Pop the trunk. Alright, if you haven't seen the front of an NSX, there it is. That's our new radiator we put in. But everything's nice and clean. There's your battery. Everything is very serviceable in here. You got your master cylinder, all your fluids and all are very accessible. That's your hood latch right there. That back down. This is your trunk latch. The rear trunk. Lift up on the wing. It's got a huge trunk in it actually. Definitely hold a set of clubs. Probably two. Yeah, maybe one good one. Of course, we got detail rags in it because that's how we roll. Alright, another question everyone asks. Let's look at the headlights. There they go. Up and down, they work. We'll take it around the block real quick. Cameras are all working. Put it in drive. Roll out of this crazy garage situation I've got. Always a good excuse to get out and drive this thing. So if you noticed, it's been idling for, gosh, 5 minutes in the driveway. It still idles fine, it runs fine, it starts as soon as you crank the ignition on it. Speed limit's 25 miles an hour in the neighborhood, so I'll be gentle-ish. Air conditioning. Just turned it on. It's cranking up. It has an auto mode on the air conditioning also, by the way. For 1992, that's just crazy. You'll find that the Acura NSX, the original generation of the Acura NSX, has a lot of innovations and things that you normally didn't see in cars of that era. I think it's the first all aluminum body or chassis car, production car made. The air conditioning's blowing nice and cool. Turn it off so it doesn't affect the audio though. If you don't like attention, if you don't like people coming up to you at the gas station, this probably is not the car for you, because you get a lot of it. The brakes work great on this car, by the way. Brakes are outstanding. It's going to bump you a ride. Somewhere along the line, it may have to have some suspension work. Listen to this thing go. Love the cornering. The steering has a interesting feel compared to a lot of the other cars we've got. It's loose, kind of going straight. It's got a little jiggle into it, but when you're going into a curve, it's nice and tight. You get a ton of input. I think it drives great, not just for a 70,000 mile car, but for the 135,000 miles that it's actually got on it. Now this thing's fun on a curvy road. You can hear that exhaust going. It is loud, but it's a great noise. It's not too tinny or anything like that. We're doing 45 to 50 miles an hour right now. That's the sheriff's department. Maybe they won't come get me. I think I'm doing okay. But anyways, yeah, this is the 92 Acura NSX, 135,000 miles on it. We put quite a bit of work in it to get it to be a cool driver. Gets a ton of attention for people not in the know. We're going to turn around right here. They'll think it's either a Ferrari or a Corvette. They don't know it's something cooler. It's a much rarer Acura NSX. I don't know. I'm not sure I can get rid of it. I better buy it soon. It happens every time I drive it. This thing's a riot. It's just so cool to get out in public with it too. It's one of the favorites in Cars and Coffee. Everybody loves this car. So, feel free to contact us at fulloctanegarage.com. You can hit us up on our Facebook page, Full Octane Garage, or our Instagram page, Full Octane Garage. Send us a DM, either way, and let us know if you're interested in it. Maybe it'll be a good day and we'll feel like getting rid of it at that point in time. Thanks for joining us at the Full Octane Garage. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave us a comment down below. What do you think about the old NSXs? You love them? Maybe you're not interested in buying this one, but you can't tell me that this wasn't a picture on someone's wall or a dream of someone back in high school. It's the first car to come out to give Ferrari a run. It's just so much more reliable. Point said, here we are. It's 28 years later, and we're blowing through the back roads. This thing's awesome. Now, it's not perfect, I'll say that. There's always more things that can be done with it. But if you want something that you feel pretty confident that you can go out for a Sunday drive or down to a car show or something like that, it'll certainly get you there. Curt's taken it all the way down to Alabama for car shows before. I think we were planning on taking it to Knoxville for one. I feel perfectly confident in driving this car around. It really has been a non-issue. You gotta love the looks. I love the black wheels with the low profile tires on it and the lowered stance. Brings out the 16-year-old driver in me. On the comment about stick shifts, yes, got that guy across the street with his dog. Stick shifts versus automatic. When we bought this originally, it was an opportunity for us, and we did harp a little bit that it would have been really cool as a stick. But unless you've driven an automatic NSX, you really can't comment until you do. Because I've had a lot of sticks, I've got a lot of automatics, I've got a lot of sports cars, and so does Curt. This is a fun car to drive. It likes to stay high in gear. If you stay in it, it'll run in that 5,000 to 6,000 RPM rev range, and it sounds good at that rev range. And it's a real easy, fun car to drive. It's low. Got to keep those curbs in mind. Yep, thanks for joining us, Full Octane Garage. Put it back in the house. We'll see you soon.